Okay, guys, are you ready to see my room? One in chat if you're ready. One in chat if you guys are ready. If you're ready to see the new streaming room. Hello! Hello! Hello, everyone! Guys, my room looks so fresh. How's everyone doing? Hello! Guys. I need to change my microphone because I feel like you can't really hear me. Yes, guys. Also, why is it red, bro? I like when it's white. Or blue? Should we go with blue today? No, I think white would be good. I think white is the best. It looks so much better. It does. Guys, and I have so much room now. And I have no cable on my headset. Look. Look, guys. I can move now. I can move. That. Slay! Slay! Did you change the headphones? Yes, I changed everything. Ah! I changed everything in this room. The whole layout, everything. New headset, new monitors. Well, not really new monitors, because the only thing that I changed about my monitors, I took one away. So instead of having 4 monitors, I have 3 now. But even with 3 monitors, I feel like it's more than enough. Does that make sense? Like, even with 3 monitors, I feel like it's already like a lot. Also, I need to fix my mic because I feel like my mic is like, this doesn't work. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Coke, guys. Coca-Cola Diet. Coca-Cola de Diet. Now you can see better if Dante's, if you violate Dante's. No, you don't understand, because now my door is over here. It used to be on that side, but now it's on my, on this side, which means the person walking in is directly going to be visible. Have you learned French since moving to Montreal? A bit. That's from IKEA, yes. Yeah, it's very, very comfy. And look, the gatos. Hi, Bubuluni! Bubuluni! Bubu, come? Come, Bubuluni. He's scared. He's very scared of the chair. He doesn't like the chair. Hi, Booby. But he likes the new setup. This is the first time I've showed up for recently. Yo, what's up, Borg? What's up? Hey, warum streamst du nicht auf Deutsch? Weil ich nicht mehr in Deutschland wohne. Meine Main-Sprache, die ich momentan spreche, nicht mehr Deutsch ist. Und einfach sehr viele Leute von Instagram und YouTube einfach keine Deutschen sind. Und ich möchte sehr inklusiv sein, deswegen rede ich einfach auf Englisch. Aber ich antworte auch auf Deutsch, wenn man was in Deutsch reinschreibt. You look very active today. No, you don't understand. So what happened today was basically that I had to like wake up very, very early because Zantas is having some friends over later today. And what I mean with later is like in 2 hours. And I didn't think that I was going to do... Hecky! No! Stop! Leave the flowers! Leave the flowers alone, bro! No, you don't understand. He's attacking my flowers because now there's a desk here. They can like reach them. Now, I need to figure something out for that. But yeah, I had to wake up pretty early and do a lot of stuff, and I was like, oh my god. So I was actually pretty long awake yesterday because I had to do some stuff for Germany because there were like some papers missing, because I was like missing some papers. I've been talking about this for literally months. Like, I shit you not, literally months. The German government should fuck themselves, literally. Since multiple months, I've been trying to get these papers. No one answers me. Everyone tells me, oh, I'll send it to you tomorrow. I'll do it for you next week. Oh, the person's sick right now, and no one fucking remembers me. Fuck you, bro. Peggy, it's enough now. My cat is going mute, bro. Pektor, dankeschön. Me, Tai, having really stressful times these months, but you and your streams genuinely make me so happy. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Tomorrow, guys, I'm bringing out a video that clears up everything about me being broke. Vips, was geht? The setup and the cam look so cozy. I love it. Guys, it's even gonna look way better the darker it gets in here. Because right now, my window outside of my house is like very light in the back. But I'm planning on maybe covering it with something black. You're just getting your bag, girly. Why do you need to clear it up? No, because people love hearing about it and I like talking about it. So that was like my first yapping session. Show us how you do your blush, please. I can, like, this makeup look, I can show you. I can make a YouTube video about it. But I put, like, blush here in the corners and then around my nose area. Hi, Nico, what's up? What microphone do you use? It's a Shure MB7. Also, Zoolander, thank you so much. Wait. Zoolander, thank you so much for the subby, bro. I don't know why. I don't even know why it didn't update my overlay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Love your tattoos. Want to show how you did your arms? Well, this arm is done almost. The only place that's missing is in here, but I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do that part just because that part hurts the most. So I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna do this part, but my arm overall is pretty much done. I'm probably gonna add something here, but that's gonna be it. So maybe I'm gonna do something over my shoulders, but overall my arm is completely done. There's like little details that are missing, but the big part is like completely done. So for the people that don't know my tattooing style, I go for red and black tattoos and I cover them, which means I put red tattoos over my black tattoos. So my red tattoos kind of cover a lot of my black tattoos, but I really fuck with it. So that's kind of like the style that I'm going for, but over here there's still some red missing. And this arm I'm gonna start now. So now I'm gonna start investing my money into this arm, because this arm was easier because I could tattoo myself, but I wasn't able, I'm like obviously not able to tattoo this arm. So now I'm gonna go for this arm, and then after that, you know, actually I'm thinking if I should first do my stomach and my back before I do this arm. I think that would be a good idea, because I have a lot of ideas for tattoos on this arm, but I don't really know like which one I want to go for. So I think I'm just gonna wait a bit longer with this arm, even though it icks me very hardly. Like, it gives me the ick, the arm, you know what I mean? Like, it looks so unfinished. Like, it looks like I began something and I didn't finish it. Yo! Thank you so much for the tier 1, the 6. Thank you so much. You tattooed yourself? Yeah, I'm doing, I do tattoo streams on myself. I'm actually thinking about doing one tomorrow, because I found my iPad, guys. I found my iPad, so I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna tattoo something tomorrow. Maybe we're doing some stomach tattoos or maybe a leg tattoo. I'm not sure yet. Bye bye, Borg Knight. What's your Pinterest? I need tattoo inspo. It's the same like Laureen shit, the same as everywhere else. You look great. Thank you so much. How's you guys been doing? My girlfriend has the red and black too. I love that. Do a centipede wrapping up maybe. Well, I was thinking about doing either a big butterfly in red on my neck, or if I would do a snake that goes from my arm, like it's wrapping here, maybe is the tail, and it wraps around here, goes over my shoulders, under my ear, and it ends like right in front of my neck. I think I'm gonna do that, but I'm not quite sure because I really, really, really badly wanted a Tsuzuya tattoo. For the people that don't know that, it's from Tokyo Ghoul, and it's basically a character that these tattoos are kind of inspired from. That character has like stitches all over their body, and they have like one stitch on one arm that goes to their fingers, and I don't really have a big hand tattoo yet, so I thought that would be like the craziest idea ever. But like I said, the issue is that I 100% need to like figure out one style for my arm. Power Moin, was geht? The snake idea is so good. Yeah, I think it would look the best. Yeah, I rearranged my room 2 days ago. Hi Tsuki, how are you doing? Asantas, he can't fuck it up. I believe in him. Nah. When it comes to like tattoos, we don't fuck like that. Like I have let people tattoo me that I've never tattooed before, but no. Bia, hallo, was geht? I want a snake tattoo that wraps around my arm. That's so cool. I love snake tattoos. I don't have a snake tattoo. I have a dragon tattoo, but not a snake tattoo. But I love my hand tattoo. I don't care. Like, a lot of people ask me, you know, that's probably the biggest question I always get about my hand tattoo is if I have a henna on my hand tattoo. Like, if I have henna or if it's a real tattoo. Like, people ask me that so often. 2 days ago when you promised to go live with tomorrow with longer stream. Yeah, the thing is, you have to understand that YouTube is kind of becoming my main income source. So I wanted to film like a day in the life, and then I was like, you know what? Why not film how I do my room and everything and just make it a bit more realistic? So I did that. But yeah, so now I can go live every single day of the week, and I have already my YouTube video finished. Hi Cardi, what's up? A lot happened since Do You Remember Me and my boyfriend would like gift and shit. I have so much tea. Oh my god, what happened? The background looks pretty. You look pretty. What? What do you think about blackout tattoos? If you're giving, you're giving. But I wouldn't. I can't give it. I'm taking, not giving. You have to understand, for me, I feel like... Oh, I covered up my tattoos, guys, and I think it looks so shit. I look so shit without tattoos. Literally, no personality. Literally, no personality. Legitimate. Pico, thank you for the Prime the 9th. Really appreciate it. We are now pregnant and just received a child. Was für ein Sesselstuhl hast du? Ausrufezeichen Chair. Cock blackout one. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Just a tattoo on your genitals is already like very painful. So getting a blackout in your genitalia area, I think you would literally die. Like legitimately die. I think you would full on die of pain. It's the same as like having a full blackout in your in this area or like on your stomach area. Wann kommst du wieder nach Deutschland? Demnächst. So we have been dating for 2 years. He told me his parents were dead and all, and his sister was living with him. Turns out motherfucker's parents are alive, and his sis was his girlfriend. Hold on. You're telling me that you've been dating your boyfriend for 2 years. He told you his parents are dead and the girl that has been living with him is his sister. Now it turned out that his parents are not dead and the girl that lives with him is his girlfriend of 4 years. What in the Reddit story did I just read? I'm gonna be honest with you, you should show up at his place. You should show up there and be like, oh my god, it's so nice to meet his sister. Yes, I don't know if he told you that we've been dating, but I'm so happy to meet the only family member that is alive. I'm so grateful. And then she's gonna be like, hold on, what are you talking about? You're like, no, like, I'm so happy to meet you. And she's gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm his girlfriend. And then you're just gonna be like, you're having incest? And then she's gonna be like, no, what? And you're like, but you're his sister, so you have incest sex? I'm gonna go to the police. This is weird as fuck. We were long distance and I learned when he was visiting me, he cheated on me with like 10 more women. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, some men, like some humans have no decency. How can you live for 4 years with someone and literally cheat on them with like tens of 20s of women? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Accuse him of cheating with his sister, literally. Put a picture out there and be like, yo, this dude, you won't believe it, fucked his sister. TikTok story time on how I found out that my boyfriend fucked his sister. And then include a picture. Done this type of advice real. I hope the actual girlfriend knows she can leave him alone. Yeah, I hope so. Zuki, did you tell her? Like, did you make her aware of it? Like, you need to, low-key. Do you think you would someday be like ashamed of your tattoos as a granny? Why ashamed? You have to understand, I'm never gonna be ashamed of my tattoos. I'm just gonna think that I'm the coolest bitch on this planet. Imagine I'm going to school, okay? Scenario, guys. Scenario. I have a kid. 3 kids. 3 boys, okay? 3 boys. And the oldest one is like 12. The second one is like 10. And the youngest one is like 7, okay? They're all going to school together in the same school. And it's like everyone is waiting there for their kids. And like, it's like one of them is graduating and every parent is there. And they're all just like, oh my God, like, yes, my child's graduating. And everyone just looks the same. Everyone has a trench coat on. It's October. Everyone has a trench coat on. Everyone has very basic hair colors. Everyone has like no to small amounts of makeup on. Everyone has probably like high heel boots on. And then there's this one bitch, oversized pants, baggy pants, Vans old school, bling bling belt, very cute cunty crop top. She still looks fucking good after giving birth to three boys. Tattooed the fuck off. Cool as different ass makeup, cunty big eyeliner, black dyed hair, some cool rings and jewelry, and then 3 really cute boys that come running to her and they're like, Mom, bro, I love you, Mom. And everyone is just like, bro, his mom? Sheesh. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, I'm the cool mom. I am the cool mom. And then when I'm a granny and my grandchildren come to me and they're like, Mom didn't allow me to get a tattoo. And I'm gonna be like, don't worry, babes. Don't worry. I know someone. And then their mom's gonna fucking be like, why would you let her do that? And I'm like, oh, sorry, Mrs. Police. Didn't know there was the police of having no fun in this house. Didn't know you were lame like that. I didn't raise you like this. I didn't raise you like this. What are you talking about? Are you not funny? Sorry, Karen. Sorry. Didn't know you were built like that. And the thing is, my kids are not scared of me, but they have respect for me. So they're just gonna be like, you know, if you think it's the right thing, it's okay. It's okay, Mom. I'm sorry. And I'm like, yeah, the fuck you are. The fuck you are. Exactly. And just imagine your child getting bullied. Your child getting bullied. And then the mother of the child you're bullying is me. Ha! That bitch is gonna be scared. Imagine you're in the fucking bus, and then you're like, oh my god, you're so ugly and fat. And then the mom of that child you just called fat comes in and she looks like this. Oh, Tommy, you're the freak bastard that is insulting my kid. Do you wanna meet my two best friends? I call them left and right. I'm gonna talk to your mother. Exactly. And if you talk one more fucking time to my child, you dumb freak bitch, I'm gonna visit you at home. I'm not gonna be nice like now. Remember that. Remember me. Remember my face. You will not forget that. Exactly. Yes! I hold so much power. My tattoos make me literally the villain in everyone's story if I wanted to. Yes! Ha! Yes! Not you tattooing your grandchildren, no. My grandchildren will come up to me at like 14 and be like, Granny, I want a tattoo. And I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I do support that. Making bad decisions. It's just like, it makes good stories, you know what I mean? Like, yes, bitch! Sit there at the table, you don't understand. Okay, listen to me. You know how in every family there's this one kid that's like the black sheep of the family? That one kid that is a drug addict, or is tattooed, or is like fucking, I don't know, failing school? That will not exist in my family, because the head of the family, me, is already the black sheep. I raised a family of black sheeps. I raised a family of weirdos. No one is safe from us. We're all gonna be weird in this together. There is not gonna be one black sheep. We're all black sheep. It's the family of black sheeps. Exactly. It's good to be weird. I'm gonna support that. Streamst du regelmäßig? Yes, sir. Ziggy, hello. I tried to add her on Snap, but got blocked because I also learned she was catfishing people with her pics. You know what? Good for them. Good for them. Let them live their life. They're doing that to yourself, not your problem anymore. I like the new room. Thank you. If you're the black sheep, then this is the black sheep. No, you don't understand. My kids are literally gonna be so cool. Like, they're literally gonna look like all little emos, and I'm literally gonna support that. Like, my kid will come up to me and be like, Mom, I am non-binary. I want black hair, one hair side short, one hair side long. I want 16 piercings. I want to wear contact lenses and shave my eyebrows. And I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. At least you're not boring. Ah! At least you're not boring. Oh, I could never. A boring kid, bro. Oh my god. That's literally, oof. That's my biggest nightmare, a boring kid. What do you mean you go to book class? What do you mean? What do you mean you like your hair natural? What do you mean you like skinny jeans and Air Force low rise? The devil visited me. The devil visited me. Oh my god, what do you mean? No! No, like, for real, I would support my child whichever way they're going, but like, I do appreciate a weird kid, you know what I mean? Like, yes. Christina, thank you for the prime. I really appreciate it. Yo, Paul, was geht? Dude, what do you mean you want to be normal? That's what I mean. I'm literally gagging. Like, no. Are there gonna be e-girls too? Bro, if my kids want to be e-girls, I'll support that, babes. Let me call up my friends from Razer and get you all pink setup, babes. You want the cat ears, the attachable ones? Or like the already integrated Bluetooth ones, babes? I got you. You want a pink PC? Yes! I will get that for you, girly pops. No, as long as you don't e-date or send nudes from yourself, I'm supporting that. Like, as long as you are cool doing your shit in school, I support everything. Bro, you wanna be, I don't know, a weird ass furry? Sorry for the furries out there, love you guys, low-key not, but like, you know, not judging. Like, if you wanna be a furry, go girly pops, go king, as long as you show me your grades and they're all good, babes. If you wanna be a furry, I'm gonna sit down and build a fursona with you, babes. I'm an artist. I'm gonna draw your fursona for you. Babes, I'll do that. I'll do that as long as your school is giving and your grades are giving and you have a goal in life, babes. Be a furry. Have a fursona. Jump around with those animal masks and pretend like you're an animal. Babes, it's all good. It's all good. As long as you come out and you are a fucking established human being with a good moral compass and a good school record, babes, be whatever the fuck you want to be. I don't care. I don't care. As long as I know you're safe, babes, I don't care. Do whatever you gotta do, babes. Maybe not a furry. Yeah, I would appreciate not a furry. I'm gonna be honest, I would appreciate if my kid would not be a furry. That's like low-key and ick, but it's like, you're still my child, you know, I'd still love you and shit like that, but like low-key would appreciate if that would not be the case. Also, I would really appreciate if you don't do like this hobby horsing. Cause like, I'm gonna sit at my kitchen window and do the dishes and then look out of the window and see you pretending like you're jumping with a non-existing like horse and petting it, and you're like, yes, Starfire, you're doing amazing. I'm gonna stop for a second and get the ick. I would stop for a second and get the ick of my own child, but I still love you, you know? But I would low-key get an ick from you. I still love you though, but it is an ick. I still love you though, but please don't. Please, I don't know. Be a cosplayer. I don't know. Oh no. Also, don't be a cosplayer. Low-key, I have an ick of myself. Don't be a My Hero Academia cosplayer. But like, I don't know. Be into music. Be a SoundCloud rapper. Also no. Oh my god, my kid is not supposed to do anything. Be a good singer. Be like Beyonce. Thank you, Beyonce. Be like Beyonce. Yes, queen, pop off. Thank you, Beyonce. Thank you. Be like Beyonce. Be like okay, no. Oh, fuck, they're all problematic. Fuck. Who's unproblematic? Fuck. No. Which music artist is unproblematic? Shit. Be like, no, Billie Eilish was in a relationship with a dude that's literally triple her age. No, I don't want that for my child. Be like Lady Gaga. Be like Lady Gaga. Literally, be like Lady Gaga. Bitch. Yes, abracadabra, abacadabra. Like, yes, be like Lady Gaga. Or, I don't know, be a good dancer like Moose from Street Dance. Step up. You know what I mean? Like, yes, pop off, Moose. Like, do shit like that. But, like, low-key don't do weird shit. You know what I mean? Like, low-key maybe do weird shit. Because then I have drama that I can listen to. Oh, my God. Literally, my kids are gonna become my drama pole. Like, I'm gonna literally be on stream. No, I would never do that. But for the jokes and giggles, I would go onto my stream and be like, oh yeah, guys. So, you know what happened lately with my child? They literally told me, and I'm literally gonna be like the podcast, the drama podcast in my family. I'm just gonna sit here and be like, you know what that bitch did? You would never fucking guess. And then my child is coming up to me and she's like, Mom, everyone is calling you Esp 2.0. Babes, I gotta do money somehow. I gotta get money somehow. What are you talking about? Babes, I gotta do money somehow. Babes, if you don't want me to talk about it, don't come with your tea to me. Cálmate, Samara, cálmate. Sorry, I need to make fun of Esp. Where's the necklace from? Swarovski. Sorry. You have any baby names? Yes, I actually do. Okay. Okay, wait. Let me get my baby name list. Yes, I have a whole list on my phone, bitches. Yes, I have that, and I don't give a fuck. Wait. So, I have this thing. I have like real autism. So for me, all my kids need to start with an A. I want all my kids' names to start with an A. And perfectly, I want to have 4 kids, okay? I would be willing to have 6 kids, not more than 6. With 6, we're done. Like, after 6, no, I can't. My punani's not going to be able to do that. And I also told Dantes I'm only giving him 6 children if he gives me a mommy makeover. Like, I'm willing to give him 6 children, but after that, he needs to pay for a mommy makeover. Don't care. But yeah, I would be willing to give 6 children, and I have 6 names, but perfectly, I would have 4 kids. 3 of them are gonna be boys, and the last one is gonna be a girl. And the possibility of that happening is actually pretty high because the male gene most of the times is more dominant than the female one. So in Dante's family, they're mostly just boys, and my family's pretty good mixed. So the possibility of that happening is pretty high. But either way, I would love my kids. Like, if the first one is a girl, also love her. So I have 3 boys' names and 3 girls' names, and the 3 boys' names need to be happening. So the first name is Apollo. Yes, bitch. So Apollo, I even wrote down the significance, the meaning of the name, is the national divinity of Greek. Apollo has been recognized as a god of archery, music, and dance, truth and prophecy, healing and diseases, healing of diseases, the sun and the moon. Yes! My kid is gonna be called Apollo. Okay, so one of my sons, I would like my Apollo be the oldest one. You know what I mean? That would be the best. So the second son, perfectly, his name would be Ares, okay? Where have I? There. My second favorite one for boys is Ares. A-R-E-S. And they're all Greek names. And the Ares one would be, in Greek religion, is the god of war, or more properly, the spirit of battle. Unlike his Roman counterpart, Mars, who was never very popular and is worshipped by people of war. And that's like such a strong name, you know, like, oh, god of war, like, yes. So my second son's name would be Ares, and the third child, if I would have a third male, would be Artemis. Can you, okay, take 1 second, guys, and just say the word Artemis. Oh my god, the sound of it when you do it with your mouth is so autistic. It's literally the peak of that's literally the peak of autism. Artemis. Yes. Okay, so Artemis was the Olympic goddess of hunting in the wilderness and wild animals. And she actually is a female character, but I feel like it's a good male name. You know what I mean? Like it's a female name, Artemis, but I feel like it's a good boy's name. Does that make sense? Because like my name also comes from a male name, but it's like, yo, we don't gender shit in here. So yeah, Artemis, Apollo, and Ares. And then we go to girl's name. So one of the names for girls would be, the oldest girl would be Astrea. Astrea, exactly. It's an ancient Greek religion and mythology. Astrea can also be called Astri or Astri, is a daughter of Astreus and the virgin goddess of justice. She's gonna be a lawyer. I'm already calling it. So Astris is like a name that I really like. And then I also like the name for second girl would be Aphrodite. So Aphrodite is, of course, the ancient Greek goddess of love, beauty, desire, and aspects of sexuality. Well, we're not gonna sexualize a child here, but like just like Aphrodite is always like pictured as this beautifulness. So this beautiful girl. I really like her name. So Aphrodite would also be a nice one. And then the last one is for names for girls is Athena. Yes, Athena, the Greek goddess of oil, peace, and war, daughter of Zeus. That would be my last girl's name, Athena. So these are my 6 kid names. And you might think to yourself, you are very crazy and you have some sort of issue. But you have to understand, I want to give my kids something of their culture. Does that make sense? I want my kids to experience culture, because for me, I feel like, especially as a mixed kid from mixed cultures, and Dantes being a kid of mixed cultures, it's like we have so many cultures that are integrated in us that are so hard to be experienced, you know? So you can't really fully experience a culture if you have so many. So I thought my kids are gonna have Dantes' last name, because if as soon as Dantes and me at some point get married, they're gonna have, like, I'm gonna take Dantes' last name. And I want my kids to have that last name. And Dantes' last name is Italian, which for me is already a representation of the Italian side. And also, like, his Italian family has very good, like, cooking and just come togethers where they cook. And I feel like that is a representation of Italian pretty good. And then to bring the Greek into the kids, I would like to give them Greek names. And what is more beautiful than Greek god names? I feel like it just makes them, it's a special name, but it's also not like a crazy name, like not Blue Ivory XYZ, you know what I mean? So my kids should all have Greek god names, because I just like them, the pronunciation, the sound of them, and the meaning of them. And I feel like a lot of times when we are growing up, we talk about the meaning of our names, and like my name Laura, like my name is literally called like fucking Bush of some fucking prosperity, you know what I mean? Like such a stupid name. But I feel like with their names, like they would directly know what their names is because they're named after the gods. So I feel like that's something of the Greek culture that I can give them, and as well as their family on the Greek side that literally like lives on the Greek beliefs and it's like Greek Orthodox. And then on top of that, with my German side, my kids, their second language is going to be German. So they're going to have like the German language that they can speak, because they're not going to learn Italian or Greek because it's just not possible, because me and Dantes don't even speak that. Like even Dante's mom doesn't speak Greek perfectly. She can understand it, but she can't talk it, you know? Like can't speak it. So them speaking German is already like a big part of the German culture. And on top of that, my kitchen is very German impregnated. So they're also gonna have that part, as well as like my family that speaks German. And then on top of that, they're gonna have a third language, which is gonna be French, because we live in a French province. And hopefully, if they are able to accommodate to that, I'm gonna try to do that, because I'm a stay-at-home mom at that point. I'm gonna try to teach them Spanish as well. And of course, my lifestyle is very, very impregnated, and my looks on life are very impregnated by my Colombian culture. So I hope that I'm able to bring that over completely. Es gibt so einen Netflix-Film, Through the Window, und die heißen auch alle so griechisch. Slay ist so hart, Slay. Muss ich direkt gucken, wa? Ich glaube, ich habe den Film mal auf dem TikTok-Edit gesehen, on stream. So much lore, that's what I mean. And when do you plan to get pregnant? Do you think about it? Yes, 100%. So, me and Dantes, in the next couple of years, so what's important for me personally, but it's not no one has to view it that way, but for me personally, I want to be married before having kids, because for me, I come from a not broken household, but like my parents were a one-night stand, like they fucked, and my mom got insta pregnant with me, and they stayed together for 2 years for my sake, and then broke it off, and my dad wasn't really in the picture in the beginning because my mom didn't let him. And then my mom literally said, fuck you, and dodged me. So I grew up in a single parent household with my dad at that point when I was around, I think, 12 or a bit older. I'm not quite sure. But so for me, it was always important that I'm at least married to have that security within myself that I have a life with that person and I experienced a life before putting a child into the world with them, you know? Because like for me, because of my family settings, it was just super important already living a life and knowing my partner before putting a child into the world. So marriage is kind of like that goal for me to be like, oh, now we can have kids, you know? Or like even if we would get pregnant, it wouldn't be an issue. So in the next couple of years, we're gonna look into marriage, look into like settling things completely down, especially when I get like my PR card in, I don't even know, it's gonna be over a year from now on, but like in that timing. And on top of that, we're probably around that area are also gonna look into like buying property so we can like have a forever home that we raise children in. And as soon as we have that, I guess I'm gonna start looking into being pregnant. So I guess if everything, obviously you can't predict those things, but obviously if in a perfect universe, I would look into pregnancy in like the next couple of years. So, and if I mean next couple of years, I mean like in the next 3-4 years, like in that time frame. Laura doesn't look like it, but she spits wisdom. Real. Ist komplett cringe, scheiße, aber ich lieb's. Na, Digga, du checkst nicht. Hast du The Tearsmith geschaut? So cringe. Manchmal dachte ich mir so, darf ich überhaupt hingucken? Aber es ist so gut. Es ist so gut. Hab mir direkt das Buch gekauft, Alter. How old are you both? So, I'm 24 at the moment. I'm turning 25 at the end of this year. And Dantes is 22. No, 23, sorry. 23. Das war so hard watch, du checkst nicht. Das war so hard watch. Vor allem die Sexszenen. Oh, Digga, das war so ein hard watch, aber es war so gut. Ich habe direkt 3-mal geguckt. You wanna get married? Or is that off the table? No, 100% marriage. 100%. I need to be married before having kids. Imagine having a month date when you get pregnant. No, 100%. That was like what happened to me, you know? And that's like, you don't have any security. Like, if you date someone like for a month and then you get pregnant, like, you don't have anything to give that kid. Like, can you make it work 100%? But especially if your relationship is kind of like a very up and down, it kind of puts a toll on the kid. And I know that my experience as a child was very rough and it gave me mental disorders. Like, bro, I'm literally severely depressed. I have anxiety disorder. I have severe social anxiety. I have panic attacks. I have so many mental issues and traumatas that I literally, like, without being able to go to the to like help for multiple years at the time, I would literally off myself. Like, not that I didn't try, but like, good lord, it didn't work out. But I would literally probably succeeded in doing that. But yeah, I don't want to put that on my kids. Like, I want my kids to grow up in a house where they have a home, they are financial stable. Like, I don't want to, because like I grew up in a house where we didn't have financial stability, so it was kind of a thing. Like, if I would say, oh, I want to do dance classes, like, we can't do that. Or like, yo, my shoes are broken, well, let me talk to your grandma, let me talk to your aunts, maybe they can get it, you know? And it's like, it's just that my parents were not financially stable. Like, while I was born, we lost our house that we were living in with my mom. Later on, we lost our investment because we used to own like some video shops. And after like YouTube and Netflix became a thing when I was very young, I can't even remember it, but back then we lost like everything. So yeah, I just want to have a point where I have like financial stability for a kid, you know, because like that put a toll on me when I was younger. Yeah. Dantes.
Yeah.
Come here, you freak bastard.
What's up?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, you got some socks on.
Sit down. Ew, babe.
What I mean?
So I just made up all the names for our kids and we can't change them, so you know.
I know, you told me. All Greek gods.
Yeah, and you have to be okay with it, okay?
Oh well.
Hey, Pinky promise. Baby, this is really important.
Only if we get to name one of them Optimus Prime.
No, we're
Yeah.
not gonna call him Optimus Prime! We're not gonna call him Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime or Dantes Jr., you choose.
We're not calling them Optimus Prime or Dantes Jr.
Pull it in the chat, whichever one they choose is it.
No.
Yep.
I'm not calling my kid Optimus Prime. No, I'm also not calling my kid Megatron. Stop it! I'm not gonna give my... And I'm also not calling it Bumblebee or anything. Optimus Dantes Jr.'s... No! Stop. Guys, stop it. I can't. I have this conversation at least once a week with Dantes where he tries to convince me why it's a good thing to call my kid Optimus Prime. No, I'm not calling my kid that. I don't care. You're not calling my name Optimus Prime. That would be dope. Shut up! Aris Optimus Prime. No, I can't. Stop. I can't, please. Megatron Jr. Stop. No. Wir halten deine Stimmbänder durch. Ich bin in einem Latino-Haushalt aufgewachsen. Wir brauchen keine Stimmbänder. Das ist in unserer DNA. Da wird geschrien, so laut wir können. 24/7. Dann wird heute gestreamt nicht so lange. Optimus Apollo Galaxy Annihilator. Stop it, guys! You are giving me the... Call it T800. Stop it! Gabriella, thank you for the prime. No, guys, stop it. Optimastron. I'm not gonna call my kid and then people are gonna make fun because it sounds like masturbation. Stop! Hackerim War God. You are all mentally unstable. I'm not gonna call my kid anything weird. Kennst du ein als Videodateien, wo du runtergenommen hast? Ich hab die Dateien gar nicht mehr. Oh, guys, you're the worst. Stop. I'm not gonna call my kid that. I don't care. But yeah, I'm literally gonna have the best kids ever. I want my kids to all have their own room. I want my kids to have siblings. I want my kids to just be happy, you know? I'm already not gonna spoil my kids. I'm not gonna sit there and my kid gonna be like, oh yeah, mom, I want a G-Wagon for my 16th birthday. Bitch, go work for it. I don't care. I'm not buying you a car. Save up money, you can buy yourself a car. That's not what I'm finna do. But I want my kids to be possible to make something out of them. Does that make sense? I want my kids to be able to go to college without having any problems with money. I want my kids to focus on their school and not being needing to go to work to supply us with money. I want my kids to tell me, Mom, I wanna read more books, and I can go book shopping with them for like $1,000-$2,000 and buying them books they want. And I just wanna be able to support my kids in their like helping them, you know? Opticoptitron, Joe Mama. I'm not calling my kid Opticoptitron. Dantes?
Yeah?
They want to call. No, you are the worst human being ever. They now want me to call the kid Opticoptitron.
Okay, but what number? 3,000 or 5,000?
Dantes, shut the fuck up.
Opticon 9,099.
Stop.
Yeah. That's a banger.
Opticoptitron 9000. No. Dave the Magical Cheese Wizard. Guys, I can show you kids. Do you want to see how I looked as a kid? One in chat. One in chat if you want to see how I looked as a child, you freak bastards. Right now! Lord of Darkness and Pain. You have diseases, guys. Here, guys, I'm just gonna go piss and then I'm gonna show them to you, freak bastards. Okay, guys. Okay. I also got myself Pookie. This is me as a child. Bro, why do I look low-key like a fucking serial killer? Those fingers are fucked up? Okay, shut the fuck out. I have anxiety and I bite my fingies. You're blonde? Yeah, I'm actually blonde, guys. For the people that never believe me, this is actually me. I'm actually blonde, okay? This is my natural hair color, guys. In Germany, we call that Straßenköterblond. How often do you dye your hair? Like every 3 to 4 months. Gaslight her. Fuck you. I have to see that I don't show you guys pictures of people that don't want to be seen. So this was me when I was a bit older. Church girl. Why does it look so dark, this picture? Ah, this is me and my brother. This is me and my little brother, guys. Bro, he's just... he fell asleep on his bottle that I gave him, and I was just like laying there. You look younger now than you did back then. Ooh! Real. Yeah, so back in the day, my mom wouldn't really take care of my brother. So from a young age, I used to like take care of my dad and of my brother. And my brother is 4 years younger than me. But he looks very big. Even though he's 4 years younger than me, he looks like older than me. But yeah, here I gave him the bottle and then he fell asleep. I'm struggling so hard. Are we done naming the baby? Yes. Here, that's me. Little curly hair, miss. Do your brother and you also have the same dad? No, we are half siblings. And here, this is on Carnival in Germany. Carnival. I would always go as the German character Pippi Langstrumpf. Yup. Cutie. Here you can really see my curly hair. Like the curls. It's giving Wendy. Ronald McDonald. Okay. Wie hast du das mit dem Ansatz? Haarspray. This is me as a baby. When I came to Germany. And in Germany, that was me. And that's my dad holding me in the back. But you can't see his face. He doesn't like when people see his face, so I have to hide that. This is me and my brother. You is annoying. Come. Bro, my cat is so annoying. Come. Okay. That's me as a baby. Me as a baby. Let me see. Hi, Mumuchi. This is my cat, Yumza. Okay, let me see if I can find more pictures. Yeah, here's another picture. Yumza, you can't. Nope. You can't. You can't. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, these are all like kind of whack. This is me as a baby. And low key, okay, listen to me. Low key, I used to be a cute baby. You know how some babies just ugly? I wasn't that bitch. No, I was a cute babes. I was a cute baby. I was like a, yeah, Your kid is ugly. You know how people like look at babies and they're like, oh, this is cute, but we all know it's fucking ugly? Yeah, I wasn't that. I was a cute baby. I was a baby where you would look at and you're like, aww, look at them chubby cheeks. Aww, oi, 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 oi. Yeah. Yup. Yup. I was a cute babes. Let me see. This is me when my brother was, I think like 7 months old. I think he was 7 months old, but I'm not sure. Bro, we used to look alike, but now we don't. Oh. Yumza. Okay. Bro. Yo, Savannah, thank you for the Prime the 5th. Yeah. Yeah. That's called a baby Yumza? No. It's so heartbreaking how parents neglect their children. Then there are so many people out there who would love and cherish their children. Yeah, 100%. But I don't know. I feel like you can't really do anything against it. I feel like to find a middle ground where you would find a base on who is allowed to be parents and who aren't is so hard. I feel like the best thing that is like out there is literally like a paper that allows you to have children, like that you go through a mental and financial check, and then they are like, you know what, you could provide for a kid. I feel like that's something we should do. And of course people are then like, oh, what's with poor people, they also just want to have kids. But I feel like I understand that, but I feel like just because you want kids but you're not in a financial position to carry out children is very selfish. Because you could potentially, doesn't mean they have to, that also doesn't have to mean that they're unhappy, but you could potentially not offer them what 100% chance of having opportunities in this lifetime. So I feel like we should do like a especially mental check if you're mentally even able to have a child. Are these real fake freckles? Fake. When is Santa's getting pregnant? Lucas' new short. He is already. That wouldn't work in the US and it's taking away rights from the people. Yeah, but is it a right of taking it away if I tell you you're only allowed drinking at the age of 21? Yes, but also everyone is fine with that. Like, how can you sit there and be like, yo, with alcohol, you are only allowed doing that when you're like fucking 21, but if a 14-year-old gets pregnant, it's fine. Bro, what is you yapping about? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you take away rights from humans. Yeah, we do that all the time with things like, as an example, you have to be this and this old to drive. You have to be this and this old to drink. Okay, then how about we do the same with children? Like, what? Yoga, Dankeschön für den Prime im 3. Wie geht's? Wie steht's? A lot of rich people came from poor parents, though. Yeah, but there's also a difference between poor and poor. Like, as an example, you living in a 2-bedroom house with parents that give you food is like poorer middle class. But if I'm talking about poor, I'm talking, as an example, a homeless woman that has to sell her body to get money for food or drugs and then gets pregnant and pops a child out every year because she doesn't have money or she doesn't want to put money into protection. Like, those are two different ways of thinking about poorness. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about middle class poor. I'm talking about poor to a point where it's like you can't even take care of yourself financially and there's no one that's supporting you. So not only should they control when someone wants an abortion, they should also be able to tell you when to have a child. No one is saying that you should have a control over abortion. It has to do with the fact that, as an example, if let's say we have, like, obviously you would have to work on it, but as an example, if there would be a driver's license for you having kids, if you drive a car without a driver's license, do they tell you that you never are able to sit back in a car? No. They're not doing that. What they're telling you is that it has consequences from the law. So if you get pregnant under the age of whatever, or without having like a license like that, you get a law issue. Like, as an example, you would have to pay a fee, or you would have to go into jail for a couple of months, or I don't know, like those type of things. Like, no one is saying you have to get an abortion. No one is saying that the consequence is that you have to give away your child. The consequences are you, because you did it. The potential child that could come out of it, if you choose to keep it, didn't do anything. It's you that did it. So you would have to earn up to it. Like, but if like someone gets pregnant not on purpose and they decide to get an abortion, like, then you're not putting a child into the world without, like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, as an example, if you don't have that driver's license to have a child and you get pregnant and you're like, oh fuck, like, I didn't anticipate, I took measures but maybe not enough measures, and you get an abortion, there's no consequences because you don't choose to have a child. But if you don't have that driver's license to have a kid, and you were already, like, as an example, proven to not be educated in a position that you can handle having a child, and as an example, financially cost, food cost, a house or an apartment to have a child in there, being able to provide for their needs, and you still choose to keep the child, because no one can force you to get an abortion, in my opinion, or should be able to do that, well, that's okay, but then you have to pay a fee of like thousands of dollars, or you have to go to jail for a couple of months, you know? Like, that's just how the law works. No one is forcing anyone to get an abortion, and yeah. And also, no one is telling you when to have a child. Like, if you feel like you are able to have a child right now, you go in, you get that test done. After 3 months of getting the test done, or 6 months, you get a license. That means for the rest of your life, or like for, I don't know, how does it work with driver's license? For the next 10 years, you're checked to be able to have children, to conceive a child. And then after 10 years, you get that renewed with a checkup of 1 week. Like, what? Super, super easy. Like, it's not that hard. And it's also not that people tell you when to have a child. It's like, oh, you cannot tell me when to have when I'm able to drive a car. Well, you can. Because if I drive without having a driver's license, I put other people into danger. So why shouldn't that be the same thing if I directly have a kid and potentially put that child into danger, or people that will suffer under the consequences that it has, the way I behaved in front of my child? Because we obviously know that a lot of bad people come from bad parenting houses. Then give me literally a list of people that murdered people because they had like mommy issues, or they had some sort of bad parenting household. You can give me a tier-long list of people that have bad parenting houses and turn into like very, very sinister people. Doesn't mean you have to turn into that, but the chances are way, way higher than if you come from a stable household. Like, what? Peter, was geht? Ja, der Stuhl ist so krass gemütlich. Off-topic question: in German, a hard language? Kind of, yeah. I feel like these days a lot of people say the term poor a lot, but don't understand it from a point of view. No, a lot of people throw around with that word. And like, you having an apartment doesn't mean you're poor. It's you're lower middle class. But poor means you either are on the streets, you struggle to even pay your rent, you maybe will get thrown out of your apartment, you struggle to get food. Like, that's like really poor.
Not all people should have children. Yes, 100%. And is there like problems to that imaginary idea of like a perfect world in which you would have a driver's license to get a kid? Probably. There's probably a lot of like loopholes to that whole thing. But like, I feel like it's a better idea than just let everyone have kids whenever they want to. And then we have fucking 6 new murderers, 20 new kids in fucking foster system, and then 5 of those turn out to be drug addicts. Then 7 of those children had a mom that drank or took drugs while those kids were in her tummy. Like, bro, like, that's not the ideal life, you know? Man könnte auch mehr Geld in Verhütung, Bildung stecken, was geht an, oder in Unterstützung für Familien bzw. für die Kinder. Ja, aber ich bin real mit dir, sogar dann. Also, ich kann dir ein Beispiel geben. Ich habe eine Zeit lang ausgeholfen in einer Mutter-Kind-Unterkunft. Und sagen wir es mal so, diese Mutter-Kind-Unterkunft war krank. Finanziell, möglichkeitsweise, etc. Also diese Mutter-Kind-Unterkunft hat denen so viel geboten. Die haben so viel Unterstützung bekommen. Ich glaube, ich bin ehrlich mit dir, so viel Unterstützung kriegt kein Mensch auf diesem Planeten. Und ich kann dir so sagen, sogar das hat tiefgründige Probleme nicht gefixt. Ich sag nicht, dass das nicht ein Ansatz ist auf jeden Fall ein Ansatz, aber das ist nicht der alleinige. Also du musst verstehen, wenn man Menschen finanzielle Möglichkeiten gibt, es wird nur bis zu einem bestimmten Grund ausgesorgt und du kannst vielleicht 5 Personen damit helfen, aber die restlichen 5000 wird damit nicht geholfen, weil die sich einfach exzessiv dagegen entscheiden. Das ist auf jeden Fall immerhin, was ich erfahren habe. Und keine Ahnung, so meine Generation, wir waren alle sehr, sehr aufgebildet, sehr gebildet, was Sex und anging. Und ich habe nie mit meinen Eltern darüber gesprochen. Nie. Das war ausschließlich ein Ding von Schule und von just einfach nachdenken. Also. I would love to have children, however, me and my fiance want to be married first and hopefully set a good example for our future children. No, I also want to be married before I bring kids, and I want to have a house and be financially stable before putting a kid in, because I want to have a kid, and in my dreams it looks like I have a kid and I don't have to turn every penny to get them what they need, you know? Like, as an example, my kid, as an example, wants a new roller scooter or anything, I can just buy it without being like, oh, can I actually afford it? You know what I mean? And that's just what I want. Like, I want to work and achieve a lifestyle where I can spend money, of course, not excessively, but where I can spend money on my kids and our house and us without having to double check my account. Does that make sense? How much money you think is financially stable? Well, I don't think having money is making financially stable. I don't think, as an example, if I would have 1 million in my bank account right now, I don't think that's financially stable. I think what financially stable is investing your money to a point where you have passive income that makes you money consistently and hold your lifestyle on a stable point. That's what I think financial stability is. I don't think a number in your bank account makes you financially stable. I feel like a long-term stability is investments so that you have passive income that makes you financially stable long-term. Kai, thank you so much. Bin nicht so häufig hier, aber so ungewohnt, dich Deutsch reden zu hören. Das hört sich irgendwie richtig scheiße an, dass du das, meine ich nicht böse, ist alles gut, Diggi. Ich bin real mit dir, ich checke. Me and my fiancé would love to wait for marriage to support them fully and them to know their parents so that we have a good relation for our children. Yeah, but even then, you know, like, even marriage can break and then, like, the kids are fucked. But I feel like the chances of you staying together is a bit higher in marriage than it is just, like, being, like, a half a year in a relationship and then deciding to have kids. So I do get where you're coming from, but we also don't forget the people that all get divorced. Where can I find the dance apology video that turns out to be how to fuck your mother? Bro, I think it's on Twitter. How do you think that's possible? Like I said, investments. Like you can have long-term and short-term investments, and you have a financial advisor for that. So as an example, you give a financial advisor 500 grand, okay? You give a financial advisor 500 grand, and in 10 years, he's going to double that. So that means in 10 years, without doing anything and working normally and making money, I made another 500,000 just because I invested. And that's a lot of money, you know what I mean? And then I don't take those 500,000 out. And the next 10 years after that, I made out of those 1 million, 2 million. So it just has to do with the fact that you just get a financial advisor, and they are, of course, want to make money with your money because that makes them more money. And yeah, that's how you invest. Oh, bezaubern, ich weiß, was du meinst. Sorry. You're right, I was on a one-night stand baby, but we are very secure. So for us, marriage is like more stability. Yeah, for me, as an example, I was a one-night stand baby, and I didn't have stability at all. Like, my mom is not in the picture nowadays. My dad was a single parent at some point, so yeah. And money was missing right and left. Laura could easily be a model. I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I see what you're talking, but you need to have that kind of money to make money passive. Like, most of you don't get to 500,000 or 1 million. Yeah, and I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, as an example, let's say in a year, I have a job, okay? We're not talking about, like, school person. I'm, like, talking... like, as an example, if you want money, let's start there. If you want money, you have to make sacrifices. Especially if you want to retire young and have a lot of money, you need to make sacrifices. And I can give you one sacrifice that, as an example, me and Dantas did that put us in the position that we're kind of in right now. Because you have to understand, I've never been clubbing. I've never been partying. I've never spent money on trips. I've never spent money on a car, driver's license, an apartment by myself. I've never spent money on stuff like that. All I ever did was spend money on my career to grow my career. Like, I reinvested into my career, so potentially at some point in life, I make a stable income from my career. And I used to have times where I wouldn't have one friend. I used to have times where I would just be by myself. I would have times where I wouldn't leave my house for like 2 months straight because all I ever did was work, school, streaming, and that was it. And as an example, Dantas, when he stopped going to college, he never went clubbing. Dantas, I'm gonna be honest, if I wouldn't remind him, he wouldn't talk to his friends over like months. Like, he would literally like say like after 4 or 5 months, oh, maybe I should invite them over for one night. But Dantas doesn't buy himself a new car, even though his car has been broken for the last 3 years. We don't live in a villa. We live in an apartment that is in a house that is big enough for us, but expensive-wise, not an over-expense. And we try every time we go shopping to, like, as an example, when I go grocery shopping every Monday, I try to stay under a specific budget. So if you stay under a budget and you restrict yourself in specific manners, you will make more money. But you have to have that kind of thing where you're like, oh, like, I don't mind not going out. I don't mind missing out on things. And then you will get to a point where you make a lot of money. Because you're like, all you do is invest in your career, whatever career you have. So, we sacrifice that, and I will never get my 18-year-old self back partying, you know what I mean? Like, will there be a time where I'm gonna be like, oh, I actually missed out going to partying at 18? I don't know. Right now, I don't think that way. But that's something I missed out on, and I was willing to do that to concentrate on my school. Like, I literally finished school as the best out all of my year. So, and that was the most important thing to me. So, yeah, you have to sacrifice, and that's where it starts. And then you have to, like, as an example, something that people do is, as an example, if you see people like wearing designer, a lot of times they don't have money. Like, they have money to spend, but they don't have fuck your money, you know? Because these people buy stuff to validate themselves in front of others, which is kind of sad, but it's like they want to show off something that they don't even have. And like, we don't buy shit like that. Like, do we give each other presents that are expensive on like occasions? Yes, 100%. But that's it, like nothing else. And we don't overspend on like Christmas on our family. Like, we spend normal amounts of money on our family on Christmas. Like, we don't sit there and we're not just like, oh yeah, let me spend $1,000 on my dad. Like, fuck no. Like, we spend like $100 on each family member, or maybe even less, and that's it. You know what I mean? Emmo, was geht? Ja, ich habe umgestellt. You don't want to learn how to drive? No, I will, but not right now. It's just not a priority. Most people aren't disciplined enough to what you're referring to. Yes, and that's their issue, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have the discipline for it, like, it's not a bad thing, but then you can't complain that you don't make what you want to make. Wie ist es bei dir noch hell draußen? Ich bin in Kanada, ich bin nicht in Deutschland. Bin 6 Stunden vor euch. But buying something just because you think you deserve it right now is different. Well, sometimes I buy myself things, but most of the times when I buy myself things, it's because of like tax outcome. For myself, something that I just buy for myself that I can't take off the taxes, I bought myself yesterday, and that was the first time this year. That was actually a perfume because I really, really wanted it. Because I've been thinking for the last 6 months of buying it, but I never did. So yesterday, when I went outside buying, like going shopping with my friend, because she wanted to buy something, I bought that. Like, if I sit here and I'm like, yo, I bought Pokemon displays, they're not for me. They're for you guys. So, where's your top from? Bram, I think it's from Shein or some shit. I bought it like a couple of years ago. We young people are in this boat together. Wish you the best, guys. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm trying so hard to get more money, and like I'm making like 5K a month, and I still don't feel financially stable to be able to have a relationship that I'm fully supporting of the life I want to live. And I spend like 12 hours working and only go to the gym. I also invest 200 a month in investment accounts for 30 years. I have 2,500 a month. I spend 1,500 on living and 1,000 tax. I feel so low and trying to get somewhere, and I still don't see the tune light. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, it's a very lonely lifestyle, but if you find someone that grinds with you, like investing, like as an example, like $500 a month, $200 a month, that already brings a lot, you know? That just bottles up. Like, as an example, I started working when I was 16. That's 8 years ago. And as an example, if I would have invested from the time I was 16, like $100, $200 a month, I would already have like over fucking 50,000, 100,000 in my account, depending on like how much. Sometimes you put more, sometimes you put less in there. Emo, gracias. You can live without my car. Driving makes your life so much easier. Yeah, but like, as an example, driving to work, like, you know, the expense of driving, I would always take the bus. Do I have to wake up earlier than other people? Yes. Was it more inconvenient if a bus wouldn't come? Yes. But I also save up so much money not driving a car or earning a car. Ist es schwer, nach Kanada auszuwandern? Ja, schon. Habt ihr einen Balkon bei euch? Ja. Wer hat keinen Balkon in einem Haus? Are my life plans good? Become a Navy SEAL when I turn 18, serve 4 to 8 years, retire, move back to Texas, and become a firefighter? If that's the lifestyle you want, then that's good for you. I don't know how much these people make, to be honest. Watching any shows lately? Yeah, Unexpected, where they get teen pregnant. Out of topic, but the show looks so comfy! Exclamation mark, cheer in chat. Those money I invest for 3 years, I call it retirement safety fund. Like, I fuck up hard in life, I still have a safety net to rebuild. Yes. Yep. Wie war es, sich dort einzugewöhnen? Nicht so hart. Kanada ist eine gute Mischung, vor allem Montreal ist eine gute Mischung aus Europa und Amerika. Do you have a garden? Wow, I don't take care of a garden. Do I have a land that looks like it has been rotten? Yup. Okay, guys, let me just go to the toilet. I'll refill my cola bottle and then we can continue. No, but like as an oh, I forgot my water. No! Okay, so guys, as an example, what I mean with investments is this year, as an example, this year, me and Dante we sat down and we were talking about it. We were saying like, oh yeah, we wanna like settle down. We wanna find a forever home. We just wanna go to a point where we can just concentrate on family and working and have a home that's gonna be there until the end of time, like a home that we're gonna die in and that's gonna go to our kids in the end. And we'd wanna get to a point financially where we are so stable that we could literally have 20 kids and it wouldn't be an issue, you know? So we talked about it. Obviously, we would never have 20 kids, but like we wanted to get to a point where we're like, if it would be a thing, we could. And we were talking about it and we literally said like, we're not gonna have big expenses this year. We're not gonna spend money on over traveling. Like we have to travel to Germany one time this year to just like visit my family. But except that, we're not gonna travel anywhere. We're not gonna buy a car right now. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna farm, work, like literally work every day of the year to a point where we saved up a bunch of money. And then it gets to a point where we, in that time frame, while making money, also invest money. And then next year we can see, like at the end of this year, we can see how far we've gotten with everything. And then look how fast our plans and everything proceed. Jetzt ist Karnevalzeit, kein Bock, Karnevalstream, Digga. Ich bin ehrlich mit dir, Karneval ist wahrscheinlich die dümmste Erfindung auf diesem Planeten. You only both just stream? No, so we have multiple income sources. So I have 3 income sources. I have Twitch, I have YouTube, and I have a management, which means they bring me collabs for like Instagram posts, TikTok posts, Twitch streams. So that's like a third. So I have 3 income sources. And Dantes has Twitch, Management. Multiple YouTube accounts, but I don't know how many. I think he has 3 or 4 accounts. And yeah. And then of course on the side, investments. What is your opinion on Labubu? Overrated. They're cute, but overrated. You like spicy food? Fuck yeah. It's amazing that you both have this mentality. I guess it feels better that you have each other in this process. 100%. Because if not, it would be a very lonely space, you know? Any advice to be more independent financially and emotionally, especially? Work your ass off. Be good in school. Don't prioritize free time. Prioritize being good in school and working every free minute you have. Save up all the money. When you're done with school, find a sustainable job and move out. First things. Where do you get a management where you know you won't get scammed? So, multiple ways. You could potentially get a management that someone else has. Like as an example, if you see a content creator on Twitch and you see the management that they're in, you could just click on the management and write them an email and be like, yo, I want to be in your management. But if you are big enough of a content creator, a lot of times managements write you, and then you just look them up. Like you look on their website, like, oh, which creators already work with them. And then you go on the creator's Twitch, you go on their Instagram, look what collabs they're doing, if they are actually in that management. Yeah, like background checks. Girl, I'm so lost today because I've been looking for a cozy armchair for ages but haven't found anything good. Can you tell us where you got this cozy rocking chair? Exclamation mark, chair in chat. Kannst du auch Spanisch? Hast du es recently gelernt? Nein, Spanisch ist meine Muttersprache. Ich habe Deutsch nach Spanisch gelernt. I don't think being good in school gets you far. It does. It does. 100% it does. Spending a lot of money into a university or college degree, not sure about that, but being good in school brings you far. As an example, seeing on your paper that you haven't missed more than 2 days of school an entire year, or having extremely good resources and like, oh, you were like a very independent, oh my god, the word, oh my god, what is it called? Independent school kid. Fuck. Well, if you're good in school and you like do independence shit and you're like good with the teachers and shit like that, they write down on your like degree, they like write down like, oh, this person was like very good in school and very supportive and always wanted to do everything by themselves and etc, etc. So they can give you like a good note on that, and getting a job with that is so easy. Like as an example, recommendations, yeah, because like I, as an example, bro, would you hire me the way I look for being in architecture? No. But bro, I was best of my class. The girl that hired me as an architecture for 1 year looked at me when I came in and she was so confused on my looks, and then she saw my papers while I was walking out the door, called me back to tell me she's gonna take me. Trust me, being good in school, especially at a young age, gets you jobs so much easier. You just have to be extremely, extremely on point. Being sick all the time is not gonna work. Being middle type good is not gonna work. Like if you're the best of the best and you wanna be the best and you wanna you have this goal in life of succeeding, your school will help you to get there 100%. But it's also okay if you don't want to be. Like, that's completely fine. Like, you don't need to be the best in your school. But I'm just saying, if you have an expectation, a lifestyle that you want to live, that's something you have to do. To save money, you should split your account into several accounts 100%. You should have one where you have your fixed costs, like where money goes in for your apartment, food, subscriptions, even those should be very low. If you have an animal, if you have like things that you need to buy for like your bathroom, shit like that, then you should have one for savings account where you have like a bit of backup if there's something in a month that needs to be covered but you're not sure. So a bit of that goes in there. You should have one that is like investment related for fast income, which means those are investments that in a year, as an example, grow and you sell them again. So you make that very fast. And then long-term investments. I'm trying to go to college for IT work, so wish me luck. You're gonna do it, trust. And if not, you can always go to your military and go in the IT apartment there. That will also bring you a lot. I saw this one too, but some people say you can't really lay back properly because otherwise you would fall upside down. Well, if you have it, okay, if the legs are not out, I can lay down. So I feel like the muscles in your knees don't make it that you fall back. But if I put my legs up, I could fall way back. Like, I could completely fall back. So it depends how you move in the fucking thing, but I don't fall back. I'm set in this thing. Were your grades the best of the best in school? I don't know about that. I don't know if I had the best grades that you potentially could have. I just know that in my grade, I was the best one. Like, I had the highest amounts of points, which in Germany is 15 points, in every single class except 2. In one, I had 14 points, and in the other one, 13. But I fixed those as well, so. But I fixed them with... Oh, no, that sounds wrong. I wanted to say I fixed those points while doing out-of-school activities, and that low-key sounds like I fucked a teacher. I didn't fuck a teacher. I just, like, did extra, like, readings and paperwork so I can get those numbers up. I didn't fuck anyone. Hi, Divinity, what's up? Where do I get the big teddy of yours on the couch behind you? That's a big Kurilakuma. It's called Jumbo Kurilakuma. Yours is a happy case. My school didn't help me, which it will depend on the country as well. As if in Romania, school doesn't get you far. I don't know. But in Germany, where I was, and even here in Canada, if you are the best of the best, it's not that you have to be, it's not about that people know, oh, in math, you're the best. It has to do that people want to see, are you someone that wants to work? Are you someone that is able to give it your all? Are you someone that is on time, that doesn't miss class? Like, they don't want to see, oh, yeah, this and that. That's why people, like, if you guys didn't know, that's actually the reason why schools put on your degree how many days in a year you missed, because it's for the job, so they can see like how invested you are. Hola Fabri, ¿cómo estás? You say the same. What if I was texting her only in the fun account, but it's impossible, so you can not give more money out than you have? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and also you should have a tax account if you have to pay taxes. But that's only if you're self-employed. Hi, world, what's up? I didn't do well in school, but had extra credits would help. But in the US, it's different. You no longer have to use transcript, which help. Thank you, Liv. What you want to achieve or what job you wanted? So I wanted to always become an architecture, and I was actually becoming an architecture, and I was working in an architecture place, and I hated it. I hated every second in there. Maybe it was just because the person that I was working under was just a disgusting human being, but I just hated it. So after that, I didn't want to become an architecture anymore. So I was kind of lost because for the last 4 years at that point, I was like so set on becoming an architecture because I love math. It's just my favorite. And I was like, bro, what do I do now? So then my aunt was like, well, you're a very social person. Like, you can work with other people pretty well. You should maybe look into schools or kindergartens. Because I used to always help out in summer at her daycare. So I looked into it and I actually applied to be in college for being a teacher. And I went there for the first semester, so the first 3 months. And I think after the first month, or maybe 2 months, maybe it was 1.5 months actually, I was like, fuck no, I'm not doing this. Because you have to understand, in Germany, if you want to go, because I enrolled to be a teacher for the grades 1 to 6, which is elementary school. But in Germany, you have to go to classes that people that, as an example, teach 10th graders also have to attend. And I was sitting there and I was like, no fucking way. You're making me go to the classes that the other people also have to go to, but I am ending with a degree that brings me less money than they do. Fuck no, I'm not doing this. So I decided to quit that, and then I think half a year later went into school to be a kindergarten teacher, and I did that for a couple of years, and I quit that right before I met Dantes, and in between I learned tattooing and to be a tattoo artist. And I think nowadays, like, I'm self-employed, but I think if I would ever stop being self-employed and do want to get a job, I would probably work either as a kindergarten teacher or as a tattoo artist. Gintera! Hello! Hello! I understand you. Math was my best subject as well. I tried to be a programmer, but wasn't for me. Yeah. It was repetitive work, and I'm more of a creative person. Yeah, I know what you mean. What's your natural hair color? Blonde. Your room is cute. Thank you. Do you think college is a scam? No and yes. I feel like college can be a scam and a big money and time waste, but I also feel like it depends on which job you want to do, you know? Like, as an example, if you want to be a fucking ITler, I do feel like college or working in that area school-wise can help you a lot to understand and learn a lot. Because, like, as an example, like, being in IT, that's something you don't just learn in high school, you know? But as an example, if you want to go to fucking university, to college to be like a teacher or whatever, bro, it's literally like they don't learn shit there. You know what I mean? They just don't learn shit there. And a lot of times that degree doesn't even help you to get a job. So that's probably the worst about all of it. I did hairdressing, but was a lot of my confidence. What did you say? I did hairdressing, but there was a lot of bitchiness and I knocked my confidence. I know what you mean. Ebet, thank you so much. My fiance wants to get into teaching with 4 to 6 year olds. Is it worth it? Well, 4 to 6 is not really teaching. Well, it depends on which country you are in. In Germany, 4 to 6 is not teaching. That's kindergarten. Would you ever go back to blonde? Maybe when I'm older. If you want to be a lawyer or doctor, yeah, like a job that needs a lot of information, a lot of like practice, like practicing something. I don't think you need college for IT. You have everything on the internet. Yeah, but no, I feel like you have to. Bro, Dan, this is so annoying. I can't. Hi, Lara. What's up? I want to be a game developer or something with coding, so I have to go to school for that. But even then they want experience for 2 years. Well, I have a friend actually, well, not a friend, but from Dante's, his friend, that is right now in college to be a game developer, and he learns a lot there, like a lot. And they also give you already existing connections. Like, I feel like college is also kind of a thing of, it helps you when it comes to connecting. Like, as an example, if you have a lot of times when you're in college, your teachers have worked in that field already and are known. So I would always suggest getting like written letters from them where they are like, oh, I'm suggesting you this student because they have been perfect or whatever. Like, that helps a lot already in the working world, like having connections. Giggle, thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate it. Bro, let me just see. Bro, oh my god, so many people wrote me and I didn't even realize. So I started into that I'm due right now. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. I just had to like write because a corporation, they needed some information and I just had to give it to them. Your next cosplay? Bro, I don't know. I think my next cosplay is probably gonna be Tifa or something. Your German is so smooth. I tried learning it on Duolingo. The only thing I remembered ist du bist eine Katze. Yeah. No, Duolingo is not the platform. I'm sorry. It's not the platform to learn a language, but that's fine. You know what I mean? No, but I think what we're gonna do tomorrow, guys, is we're gonna do a tattooing stream, to be honest. Do you actually get VIP with 500,000 points? Yes. You do. War schon auf der Gamescom 2 Jahre hintereinander und dieses Jahr gehe ich nicht mehr. Fick die mal. What's the problem with Duolingo? It's just not that good. I feel like no hate towards them, but I feel like I tried them once and I didn't like it, and I have tried other sites that help me way more with learning languages. Way more. Way more. Does anyone know a person who learned speaking a language with Duolingo? Real. Real. Actually, is there a case? Keine Gamescom. Ich dachte, ich sehe die sehr. No Gamescom this year. Keine Gamescom dieses Jahr. What other apps? I use what's the app called? Bubble? Yeah, Bubble. This is the app that I use. Wait. See, I can speak French. Let me see.
Enchanté, je suis Marc.
Salut, je suis Marc. Enchanté, je suis Marc.
Pardon? Vous êtes Marion?
Pardon, vous êtes marron.
Pardon? Vous êtes Marion?
Pardon?
Oui, bien sûr.
Oui, bien sûr.
Oui, bien sûr. Oui, bien sûr.
Oui, bien sûr. Oui, bien sûr. Oui, bien sûr.
Enchanté, je suis Marc.
Enchanté, je suis Mac.
Enchanté, je suis Marc.
Enchanté, je suis Mac. Haha. Pardon.
Vous êtes Marion?
Pardon, vous êtes Marion?
Oui, bien sûr.
Oui, bien sûr. Haha.
Bien sûr. Pardon. Bien sûr.
Bien sûr.
Pardon.
Pardon.
Enchanté.
Enchanté. Pardon. Haha. Right.
Vous êtes Marion?
Oui, c'est moi.
Oui, c'est moi. Enchanté.
Enchanté. Je suis Marc.
I have to write it down. I have to write down what the right answer is. Oui. Oui, bien.
Oui, bien sûr. Avec
Oui,
plaisir.
bien sûr,
Monsieur.
avec plein
Deux
de...
cafés, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, oui.
Tu es Sandra?
Tu es Sandra.
Pardon, vous êtes Madame Martin?
Pardon, vous êtes Madame Martin. Tu... Vous...
Vous,
Vous... Vous... Tout...
Tu.
Tu... Vous...
vous,
Tu...
Tu.
Ah! Vous...
vous. Pardon, vous êtes Claire?
Pardon... Pardon, vous êtes Claire? Yes, Queen! French core!
Enchanté, je suis Pierre.
Enchanté, je suis Pierre. French core!
Oui, bien sûr.
Oui, bien sûr. Yes! Oui. Oui, bien sûr. Oui, bien sûr. Oui, bien sûr.
Yep.
Answer me. Oui, bien sûr.
Colon 3.
Baby, that's not a thing.
Yes.
What?
Oui, bien sûr.
Yes. What do you want me to say?
How good I'm speaking.
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks.
Nice.
Oui, bien sûr. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid, Don team. Yes, I got 18 from 20 right. Because, like, the one thing I mispressed the speaking button. Sorry. And in the beginning, I didn't know what they wanted me to do. Shit. Oh my god, new streak, guys. This is not, by the way, cooperation. I'm just trying to learn French. Because I'm literally so French. Like, ça va bien? Ça va bien. Sacré bleu, mon dieu, je m'appelle Laurent. Yup, French core. French core. Why is your mic so low?
Her mic's not low. Mine is just really loud.
Yeah.
Yep. Skibbity.
What are you doing?
Me? I'm getting a local health care spa, and then my friends are gonna be over at like 6. What? I'll just close your door. It's okay.
You literally, I'm not gonna call our kids Optimus Prime.
Okay, SpongeBob SquarePants works too.
Nope.
I love you.
Close my door!
Close my door! Fuck! Oh, no, baby.
Give it back. Give it back. Give it back.
Oh, wait. For her editors? Wait, hold on. Wait, look in this direction. Look in this direction. Oh, fuck! Alright, you're welcome for the short. Yeah.
Hold on, what did just happen? That's a content machine. No, we were actually talking about that today on stream. How me and Dantes talked about the fact that we want to like 1v9 the content this year. So we are financially stable next year. Yeah. We're talking about dumplings. Yeah. Actually, funniest story ever. Imagine me and Dantes having twins. That would be very bad. Learn Valerian. I can speak Valerian. Vermitus. Vermitus Laikiri. Dragon. Vermitus Laikiri. Yup. I'm a real Targaryen. Fuck yeah, bitch. You guys are so young though. Okay, but if you have the possibility of being financially stable and literally YOLOing life, why not? And we want to be young parents. We want to have a lot of kids. And I don't want to be 35 and like running around with my kids. I want to be 35 and driving them to school. I want to be a hot mom. I want to have my body still developing afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be 30 having a child and then having saggy boobs. Oh, fuck no, bitch. Fuck no. I want to be done with having children at mid 30s. So my body, you know what? End of 20s. Start of 30, I'm done having kids and my body can go back to a shape. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be a hot mom. I'm not going to be a saggy mom. Fuck no. I think you better get started. Oh, bitch, I'm trying to impregnate that man. Bro, Danza's not ready to have kids. Okay, Midnight, didn't know you sit in the bed with us late at night. Are you hiding under the blankie? You might be, but he's a little tart. Yeah, sure. He's hiding under the blankie. Hello! Hello! I'm hiding in your walls. That's so cute, bro. You're so invested. Oh my god, literally. Love you guys. Love you. Love you lots. If you need food, let me know. And I mean Dante's walls. Oh, there are also my walls, bro. We live in the same house. Silly! Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. What was your first language and in what order did you learn them? So first was Spanish, then German, and then English. And now I'm trying French. We love best couple, real. No. On a real note, Dantes and I wouldn't start having kids before getting married, so that there's still some time. And also, I told Dantes I would not start having kids if we don't have a forever home. Like, I myself am German, and for most German people, buying a house is not really a thing, especially if you're from the city, because the prices, like, just not realistic. But here in Canada, especially where we live, it's like pretty normal for people to buy houses in the long run, especially if you're financially stable. And so Dantes told me, like, right from the get-go, no, we're buying a forever house. And I told him, like, I'm not starting to have kids if we don't have that. Because, like, if I devote myself to having children and being a housewife, I'm obviously not going to be able to work full-time. So, I need a forever house. I'm not gonna move around with kids. Fuck that shit. You should convince them to go to... I don't even know what the fuck that is. Pax? Peaks? French is hard, especially Quebec. French, yeah, but I'm not learning Quebecois. I'm learning French. Like, I know people are gonna hate me here for speaking like French, but at least I can speak French, you know? How did you learn Spanish? It's my native language. It's a convention. Ooh. Quebecois. I can speak a bit Quebecois. Tabernacle poutine. Tabernacle poutine. Yeah. Her kids won't find a place on her body to write something. No, they don't need to write something on my body. Captain, first of all, which kid writes on their parents' body? Second of all, I'm gonna give them like body paint and then they can draw out. It's like a drawing book, my tattoos. They can draw in my tattoos and color them however they want to. And because it's my skin, they can like change the color from now and then. Like it's literally like an unlimited drawing book. Can change the color whenever you want to. You can draw over the lines, all good. We can reset that at every point. I've been to Quebec so much, and in French Canadian, no matter what, they hate you. Real. If you're not Quebecois, they just hate you here. Eres Latina, señor. No me calls mommy. Don't call me mommy, señor. Like what? Coloring book made from flesh. I'm gonna explain that to them exactly like that. The coloring tattoos is such a cute idea. No, for real. But no, I don't know. I don't know, guys. This year is gonna be full content year. Full on nuking the content. Would be such a great mom. Real talk, so excited for your future. Yeah, and I also feel like a lot of people, they see me, you know, and they're like, oh, tatted bitch. Has a dude that talks online how he wants to fuck like fucking 2D characters, you know what I mean? And it's like, I understand why people think that I'm not made to have a child yet. But what people don't know, which my viewers know that, but most people on social media don't know is, first of all, I've worked in children's care and daycare for multiple years. I have already raised, I already raised a kid. Not my biological kid, but my brother, because my mom wasn't in the picture. I have constantly helped raising kids in my family. Like, I know how to handle not just infants, but also kids in the age. Okay, I've never raised a teenager, so like an 18-year-old. But I feel like at the point where your kid is 18, it's like already low-key over, you know what I mean? So I should be good with that one. And also, Dantes is like a big family person. Like, very big. Bye midnight. Milking the algorithm is going to be a cow year. I don't know what that means, but fuck yeah, I fuck with that shit. Laura, I think your baby with Dantes will be a... No, you don't understand. Me and Dantes are gonna have the weirdest kids ever, and I'm so hyped for that. Like, I'm gonna have a kid that literally is a SoundCloud rapper, but an ice skater. And he low-key is a bit gay, but he's also, like, low-key super into women. And, like, he just screams randomly. He doesn't have Tourette syndrome, but he will just, like, run around screaming, like, ah! Out of nowhere. And it, like, gives them spice, you know what I mean? It gives the kid a bit of spice. It makes the kid unboring. Does that make sense? Because, like, for me, the worst thing that could happen to me is having a boring child. Like, I'd rather have a kid that is a furry than having, like, a fucking, like, a blonde cheerleader kid, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have a furry kid and a kid that wants to be a SoundCloud rapper than a kid that does cheerleading and thinks, like, her looks is everything that counts in life and probably gets pregnant at 16. Fuck no, bitch. Keep that to yourself. Double it and give it to the next person. I want a kid with personality. I think you just have a super warm heart and that is all that matters. Yeah, I think I just have a lot of love to give. And the love is like bundling up in me and I just want to like, it needs to come out, you know? What if if it's a girl because you was talking more like for a boy? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. My wish idea would be 3 boys and then a girl, and then stop. But if it's fucking 4 girls and not 1 single boy, I'm also okay with that. Like, it's not that big of like a thing for me. As long as my kid is like healthy, don't care about the gender, bro. And if I have 4 girls, maybe I'm lucky enough that one is like transgender and then I get a boy, you know what I mean? Let them express themselves who they are. So like, you never know, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna sit there and be like, you know what? I love you. But if they're like a drug addict, then I have an issue with that. But like, you know, if my kid is just weird but good in school, bro, you want me to buy a fursuit? I'll buy one. Tourette's is funny until you accidentally slap someone like your fiance. Well, I don't know a lot about Tourette syndrome, but I know that there was like this one German dude that has like a YouTube channel on his like Tourette's, and he would literally have like big issues going to the airports because like his Tourette would like fucking go crazy there. Don't let the kid to play League of Legends get mental illness. I know what you mean. When people say boy first then girl, hell no, I'm not having teenage boys around my little girl. Why not? Why are you not gonna have teenage boys around a girl? You know why? No? I actually don't know why. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what you mean. So they can protect her like knights around the table? No. The reason why I want boys first and then a girl is super simple. The reason why I want that is because you have to understand, when it comes to boys, I feel like they're a bit rougher. Like in playing and words, like they're just overall like you just see it in your partner, you know what I mean? Like my brother would literally, like my brother was always bigger than me, even though he was younger than me, severely younger than me, but he could literally fucking drown me, you know? So I feel like when they can have their time to like grow up, and Dantes can have like his expression and like have his time with the kids, and I can like have that time, and then when a girl comes, it's like when our soft era begins, you know what I mean? Like I just want to see in the end, when we're like done with having kids and it has been like a wild ride, there needs to be something soft coming in, you know what I mean? Like something that is just calming, you know what I mean? Like as an example, my brother was fire, literally. Like that boy has brought so much heat into the household, you don't understand. While I was the calmest shit ever. I was unproblematic. I was super calm. If I'm fucked, I'm getting a tomboyish girl, and that's also good, but like, you know. If you have a boy and then a girl, what is the issue? They're related, they're siblings. What are you on about? They're friends, bro. Bro, Muggy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know around what people you are, but if your child's friend feels the need to sexualize his sister that at that point is probably severely underaged, and a kid of like 6 years old, I don't think that's a very common thing, and I also don't think that that's someone your kid should be friends with. Bro, Maggie, I'm telling you, if your friends feel the need to assault your sister and without permission rape her, I'm not quite sure if you should hang around people like that or even have a position where your daughter is alone in a room long enough with other males. I'm not concerned. I'm kind of concerned of what you said, but I'm mostly concerned that that's such a normal thing for you to say. I'm very concerned for the people that you hang around. Do you have friends that would rape people? Because I'm gonna be honest, I've never known a guy that had friends that obviously wanted to rape someone. I'm pretty sure if you are around those people, that's a you issue and that you're not going to the police reporting them. Hi, Rene, what's up? My mom's got assaulted by her brother's friends. It's something I know I can't help. That's my experience. And I'm not talking down your experience, but it's like saying, oh yeah, so you know, like a Latina on the street fucking sucker punched me in the face. So now I don't want to see any Latinas anymore because they're all gonna sucker punch me. Like, I do understand that people have struggles, but like, as an example, I can give you an example. Just because someone, as an example, gets sexually assaulted by their fathers or by their stepdads doesn't mean that every father on this planet or every stepdad does it. You know what I mean? And like, if you personally say that, that's fine. But like saying, oh yeah, well, you shouldn't do that because like that will happen. It's not a thing. If you have an opinion, you say, you know what? I had bad experiences with having boys first, so I would not want that. So yeah. But there's a difference with assuming that everyone that has boys first as a mother should be concerned that their kid is gonna get raped by their son's friends. Pink Pop, what's up? But like, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not trying to downplay your experience. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, we need to make a clear cut there that that's not a normal experience, and getting assaulted by anyone is not a normal experience and should never be a normal experience. If you have trauma from things and that's why you, for your life, choose to do things differently, that is 100% accurate and okay. But we're not going to say that everyone that has an older brother is now in danger of getting assaulted by their friends. Slim Shady, thank you for the tier 1. And Flauschig, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Find out my kids as friends with the person as ever coming to my house again. It's a conversation with my kid. Oh yeah, 100%. I never said that though. Well, I can directly tell you what you said. You said, when people say boys first, then girl, hell no, I'm not having teenage boys around my kid. You're gonna raise your son's friends too? And I know why. Because they're gonna R-word my little girl. So you're not saying because of experience you had, you prefer. You just say, I know what you mean because it's an average thing that happens. Maybe it's not how you wanted it to come over, but that's how it came over. Mine was awesome after broke up with my mom. He still got time after 12 hours. No, my dad's also the best, and my brother's also the best. My brother's younger than me, and my brother's like my child, literally. Like, you don't understand. I had a... Bro, when I turned 18, I had like a limo for an hour that I could drive in with my friends. And I got that as a gift on that night. Like, that was my birthday present. And I like got in there, and then my brother was standing outside just looking at me. And my mom was like, "You're taking him with you." And I was like, "No." And she was like, "You're taking him with you." And I was like, "I don't want to." And then she literally forced me to bring my little brother on my limo trip with my friends on my 18th birthday. Bro, I couldn't. Yeah, but no. I would love to have first boys and then girls. And 100% more than 2 kids. Because at the end of the day, gender doesn't matter, but that's just like a dream that you have. And maybe when I have one boy, I'm like, bro, I don't want any boys anymore. But like right now in my brain, because like I've raised or like I've been working with children and I always had really good experiences with kids, and especially like very young kids. So I can't wait to get to that part of my life. No, I have the biggest W dad. My dad was a single dad. Did you change your room? Yes, sir. Real sibling experience. I'm a younger brother to an awesome older sister. I feel like, you know, that people always like, they like hyperfixate on like older brother, younger sister relationships, while the elite relationships between siblings is when the sister is older and the brother is younger. These two are like this. She would probably rip someone's head off for him, and he's just the supportive brother that sits there and defends his sister to death in front of the family because she gets criticized all of the time. I shit you not, that's the average big sister, younger brother situation. Hi, Revan. I'm not tan. What are you talking about? I didn't even go outside. My older brother was like the sister you described, real. Wait, I can show you guys a picture of my little brother. Let me see. Here, this is my little brother. He's 4 years younger than me. That's us! Yeah, he's 4 years younger than me, but he always was like super tall. Like he was always like a big kid. Does that make sense? Here. My brother's almost 2 meters tall nowadays. He's bigger than me. Remind me of my fiance. She sat there taking care of her little brother, and she's 5 years younger than her. I wish they had a better relationship nowadays. No, yeah, I also took care of my brother, but I have like an amazing relationship with my brother. Me and my brother are literally like this. My brother's actually coming to visit me this year in Canada. No, I love my brother more than anything on this planet. He's literally one of my closest friends. He actually wrote me today. I have to still answer him. Like, we always keep check of each other. Let me see if I can find other stuff. Here, this is my brother. This is my brother, I think when he was like 6 or 7 years old. Look how cute he is! Look how cute! I love Printers photos so much. I think they hold so much love compared to just show them on a phone. Yeah, 100%. I love that too. This is me, guys! Oh my god, look at me. Me and Duns are gonna make the cutest babies. Look at how stupid I look. I literally look so cute. Brother stream when? I guess when he's coming to visit here, we can stream together. That's me. Bro, I look so stupid. Bro, I'm literally the cutest kid on this planet. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. If you would see me on the street, you would be like, "Aw, what a pretty kid." I was literally so cute, bro. Bro, that forehead though, and my eyebrows literally blonde. I'm so cute, bro. Literally. Bro, I'm so cute. Look at me, bro. Oh my god, what a... No, this is the best picture of me. No, I'm literally the goat. Oh my god, look at me, bro. I'm so cute. Your natural hair is light brown. Yeah, like a blondish brown. Here, that's me and my brother again. I was like, I think I was, bro, I don't even know how old I was there. That's also me. No, I was the cutest shit on this planet. I was literally the cutest little freak fuck. Guys, I'm just gonna run to go piss and then I'll be right back. I'll put you guys some music on while I'm pissing. Bro, where's my mouse? Lichter gehen aus in dem Moment, wo du gehst, alles, du bist nicht.
Wait, where are you? Oh, okay.
Maybe my cats wanna come in. Skibbity. Bro, you don't understand. I literally had to piss so badly. I don't even know. I think Duns' friends were supposed to come over. But I don't know when they're coming. Why the white monster is so good in every Tell me the name of the song. It's called, it's from Baby Benz, Liebe in Stereo. Okay, don't think he's coming. Are you planning on streaming today? I don't think I'm streaming that long. I think as soon as I hear the bell ring, I'm gonna go offline. Cause like, I don't know. Maybe they want something to eat, so I have to cook for them. Where's your chair from? Exclamation mark chair. You like this new setup more than the previous one? Yes, because I can literally stand up in my room and walk around. Like, I can literally perform for you guys. Like, I could literally do a BBWCA and just like drop and drop on it, you know what I mean? So like, I like it a lot. What's the name of the cats? So the male cat's name is Hekarim and the girl cat is Yumi. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm very excited to tattoo tomorrow again. I haven't tattooed myself in a long time. I think at least a couple of months. Like what, 2 months? 3 months? Do a backflip? Bro, I can't do a backflip. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm sorry. I lied to all of you. I can't do a BBWC. It doesn't work like that. But tomorrow we're gonna do a tattooing stream. Tomorrow we're gonna do full-on tattooing. I was thinking about tattooing my whole, like, side here. Do you plan on learning any of the Slavic version languages? Why the fuck would I do that? Why the fuck would I do that? By the way, probably a lot of people was asking you, but which one was your first tattoo? My back piece. So I have a back piece. That was my first tattoo. And it goes down to my ass. Wait. Just making sure you don't see anything. Yeah. Plans on tattoo design. I want to have more like these tattoos. Your side profile eats? What? Okay, stop. You're flirting with me. Does the back hurt as bad as they say? Well, mine did not hurt until I got to the bottom here. So I would say from up here to the middle, it doesn't hurt, but the ass part, ooh, bitch, I died. I'm teaching myself cybersigulism. Oh god, not again. Like, no front to people that do cybersigulism, but motherfucker, I can't see more tattoo artists of that. I really can. Like, love you guys lots and you're doing amazing work, but cybersigulism, just that type of tattoo artist, like, you can find them on every corner. Every person, especially people that are like those like hippie college dudes that are like super like YOLO and they probably smoke weed, like all of them do cybersigulism. I can't see it anymore. I really can't see it anymore. But good for you, you know what I mean? I'm supportive of it. I only have black ink, but I'm thinking about getting red ink. Yeah, I have only red and black. And white. The necklace looks ethereal on you. Thank you, I really like it. I feel like it fits my aesthetic very well. What time did that take? My back tattoo? My back tattoo took 9 hours. Well, I think it only took like 7.5 or 8 hours. And then she did another tattoo on me that was like super small. But yeah, the whole session of that day was 9 hours. But I want to get more back tattoos. Like, I know my tattoo right now is like standing pretty solid by itself, but I want more tattoos on my back. Yeah, we have a cat in the back. What place on your body hurts the least to get tattooed? This area, like from here, like over the bone to under this bone, and then here. But everything here and here hurts really bad. And in here. I already showed my back tat like a couple seconds ago. Like a few months before I was on tattoo convention, one Chinese girl took my ID card and tattooed my butt and the whole leg. Oh my god, bro. I would fucking kill myself tattooing for that long. Why is there a thing called Carlos in the channel points? Because I used to have this thing. I have to actually rework my points. I'll probably do it today. I had like a couple of like things that I would do, but I can't even find that Carlos dude anymore. It was like a skeleton. Do lip tattoos hurt? No. But don't do that. That's some pussy shit. Like, girls that have like tattoos in here, bro, shut up. Shut up. People that have like meow tattooed or a daddy or some shit, bro, please shut your bitch ass up. You is not funny. You is not cool. You is not Y2K. Girls that put daddy in here, they're like, oh my god, I'm so risky. No, you're not risky. You are fake horny. You are the type of bitch that is like, oh my god, do you want me to call you daddy? And is a fucking pillow princess in the bed. A bitch that actually goes into action and is freaky would get daddy tattooed on her chest. Shut your bitch ass up. You're just wanting to get a tattoo, but without showing it to people. Shut your bitch ass up. And you know for a fact that tattoo is probably gonna disappear in 2 weeks. Shut up. I can't with that. No, I would never tattoo someone in their lip. Fuck no. Ich finde ein Katz ist anhänglich, ja beide. I'm gonna get daddy on my lip when I get my next tattoo. I know what you mean. What type of red is the one that you have? Cherry red. Well, that's called, that it's the color that I use from the company, but I don't know what it's called in other colors and other companies. That fucking dentist is gonna start screaming real. No, real freaky bitches. Shut the fuck up, Revan. I like my Lana Del Rey tattoo. Fuck you. At the end, before you have to saw, my friends have to come to support. My legs didn't want to handle me. No, you don't understand. When I got my knee tattooed, and it was one knee. It wasn't even the whole leg, just the fucking knee. I couldn't walk for 2 straight days. And even on the 3rd day, I was still struggling. Hi, sweet potato. What's up? Because I have like people, like I have a lot of leg tattoos, and this tattoo fucked me up. This tattoo fucked me up. I couldn't walk, so it was so bad. And I have Mitsuri tattooed here. Mitsuri, bitch. And I have this, that actually a viewer of mine drew this. I have my friend and me as Rilakuma and Korilakuma. I have a little Halloween teddy bear. I have Tokyo Ghoul, cinnamon roll, milk carton, Tokyo Ghoul. I have some more up here. And then on the other side, I have Blink-182 tattoo, Levi, some cyber sigillism, Marceline. Oh, also on this, like, I have Ghostface tattoo. Ghostman. And then Devil with cigarettes. A Cars tattoo. That actually someone tattooed that has never tattooed before. And I have a Rick and Morty tattoo. Tattoo on lip is painful? No. Not at all. What's your favorite tattoo? Right now, this one. But it changes all the time. Do you have a Suicide Boys tattoo? Not yet. I would let someone tat me for the first time. You're brave. No. Actually, so what happened was that I had a friend. And he was a content creator in Germany, Felix. And he basically told me, bro, would you let me tattoo you? And I was like, you know what? Actually, if I can draw the drawing and the stencil, I put it on, you can do it. So he was like, okay. So we got on stream and he tattooed this car's car on me. And it's like a good memory, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna sit there with 80 years old and be like, I remember this time, because this time is one of the best times in my life, literally. Like, it was so depressing. Like, I was so depressed at the time, but it was one of the best times ever. I shit you not. And after that happened, he was like, bro, would you do that more often with me for a YouTube video? And I was like, sure. So we made a video where we were reacting to TikTok videos, and every time I had to laugh of a video, we had to spin a wheel and tattoo the drawn tattoo that was on the wheel on me. So now I have a worm with a hat tattoo and I have a fork tattoo. It's literally a stupid looking frog that says fork instead of frog. And he tattooed those two on me as well. Yeah, but it's like good memories, you know? Is Dantes really pregnant? Yep. Spidey, what's up? Have you ever regretted a tattoo? Regretting a tattoo? No, but there's one tattoo where I'm like, bro, I wish I would have put it somewhere else or waited, and that's this one. The Beauty and the Beast one. I feel like it doesn't fit my aesthetic. But I don't hate it. I still fuck with it. But I just think it doesn't really fit the aesthetic of my arm. But I don't hate it. I got this tattoo actually 6 years ago. This was the second tattoo I ever gotten. I got it on the same day as my first tattoo. The song Marceline, isn't that the song that's like, she looks like Marceline when she pop a bean, strawberry ice cream, Are you wearing context? No, why? The skull on the neck was good. I know, people loved it. Laura, when you tattoo again, I'm gonna book real. I always thought you have blue eyes. I have blue eyes. It's just the light right now. It's just the light. The light is just not crazy, but yep. How old were you when you got your first tattoo? 18. Can you show your left arm? Sure. Yeah, I have a... That's one of my favorite tattoos. Eto from Tokyo Ghoul. Eto from Tokyo Ghoul. See home, Alabama. Can you show us your middle finger? Chill, my fiance is on this app. She might fall in love, hopefully. Do you have knowledge about the different types of tattoo fights? Fights? How much is your skin worth? Nothing. I did this arm almost completely by myself. So on this arm, the only ones that I didn't tattoo are these two, and this one. The rest, your girl and this one, of course. And the rest, I did myself. This one is from a friend of mine. This one I did myself. This one I did myself. This was from someone that just started tattooing. Wolltest du Kroki-Figuren für als erster Anime? Safe. Ist ein guter Anime. No, it says 1942 on my hand. It's the year my grandma was born in. Can you give us a tour of your tats? I have one on YouTube. I like your little sword one. Yes. The sword one with the little heart on it. I love it. Are your hand tattoos your own work? Well, how can you explain your work? It's kind of like I have a cybersigilism and you like look it up online and then you just start drawing what you remember. So I would like look up cybersigilism and I would see like, oh yeah, someone like as an example combined two roles with a sword. So I would like draw it with a sword. Or like someone had this like candle in a whole drawing. So I just took the candle and put it on my finger. So is it completely done by myself? Fuck no. But like, let's say it's inspired from 100%. Because like cybersigilism a lot of times looks super similar to each other. But like this layout and the way it's placed with the combination of like turns and twists, yes, I did that myself. But like as an example, like the materials in there themselves, like as an example here, you can see how it goes down. Here it's if you like are close enough, there's a cross in here and then it like closes up. That's actually from someone else inspired. And this one, as well as this one, this is actually one. These two things are inspired from someone else. And like they're all just put together and thrown together. Does that make sense? Was will ich Tattoo am schmerzhaftesten? Rippentattoo. What does a red tattoo on your chest mean? It's from Evangelion. It's an anime. I can't tattoo my year of birth and people think I'm racist. Well, I tattooed my grandma's year of birth on my hand and now people think I'm a Nazi. Why not just a notepad for remembering birthdays? Because this is not her birthday, it's her birth year. And it's just like a reminder for me because I want to have my grandma with me 24/7 and I remember all birthdays. Like I don't need to remember them. This is just like an homage to her. The red is so cool. How do you keep up with the care so the color doesn't fade? Tattooing it in well. Doesn't really have to do that. I have to like put cream on them and they keep like their color. It's more like a thing of as soon as it's tattooed well and the healing process goes well, it should always look nice. And like as an example, the hand tattoos are also pretty fresh. They're a couple of months old. Verblassen farbige Tats schneller als die schwarzen? Nee, schwarz verblässt viel, viel schneller. Weil so einen richtigen Grauton von Rot oder beispielsweise eine hellen Farbe gibt's ja gar nicht. Wohingegen Schwarz ganz, ganz schnell grau wird. Also das Schwarz wird niemals so prall schwarz bleiben. Wohingegen beispielsweise eine Farbe wie Rot immer prall sein wird. Kommt natürlich auf die Hautfarbe auch drauf an, ne? Da wirken ja Farben sowieso immer ganz, ganz anders. Is a red and orange ink most toxic at all? No tattoo color is toxic. There's no evidence of tattoo color being like certified tattoo color. I'm not saying Amazon tattoo color. I'm talking about normal tattoo color from official tattooing companies. None of that causes cancer. None of them cause skin cancer. None of them cause anything. That's just something that hasn't even been proven. It's just something that people like to say, the same way everyone likes to say that people are tattooed are fucking criminals. Also a thing of like, bro, Nowadays, people that are tattooed are probably not just criminals. I miss your German stream. You were bullying us back then more often. I know what you mean, you freak bastard. Fuck bitch. Fuck you. I just heard red fades so quickly. Nah, it depends. It depends. Like, as an example, like, if you tattoo it in nicely, it should always stay perfectly. But, like, as an example, this is my oldest tattoo. Never got it retouched, nothing. This is my oldest tattoo I have. Do you see how brilliant the color still is? Never got it retouched. Bullying in German is just too casual? Yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of people say, yo, better tattoo with black or purple because the red, orange, and white, as I remember, are more bad for your skin. Also, not true. No color in tattooing is better than other color. The only thing that's different is about some colors, which doesn't even qualify with red and white. Some colors are thicker from the color material than others. Like, as an example, black and red is super liquidy, while as an example, extremely light colors like beige and white are super, super thick colors. So it's gonna hurt more getting them tattooed into your skin, but they aren't better or worse to get tattooed with. It just hurts more. What's your nationality? I'm half German, half Colombian. Is more on the back or only the red one? No, well, my whole bag is full with the red one, but I'm gonna add soonish to my bag. It takes a good artist to do finer details, not have it blur your twin. Yeah, first of all, that you need a good tattoo artist because fine line can literally disappear super fast. You have to like tattoo it in pretty well. So I would always go to someone that professionalizes in that. Like, as an example, if you want a palm tattoo, you should always go to someone that professionalizes in palm tattoos because a normal tattoo artist, it's just gonna fade. And you should always go to a specialized person for what you're looking for. And on top of that, it also has to do with your skin, your age, etc., etc. Like, as an example, your skin is the best when you're young. So if you get a tattoo in the early 20s, most of the times, if you have like a normal skin, it sits pretty well in your skin. But it could also be that you have very bad skin, so it's just gonna disappear very fast, or you're super old, so it doesn't even go in fast. What? I'm gonna come in a second.
No, you can keep sharing. It's okay. It's up to you.
Well, I don't feel comfortable strangers having in my apartment.
Okay.
And
okay.
not being there. Scusi? Women tell you what they want all the time. I know what you mean. I got it after leg tattoo, the one I've told you earlier. I've got something like allergy, and the docs told me if this don't go away, they have to cut the tattoo. Yeah, but it doesn't have to do with the color itself. It has to do with you never. Rule number one. You don't get tattooed at a tattoo convention, at any other convention, or at tattoo artists that are coming for a party or anything. You get a tattoo in a tattoo studio. You don't get tattooed at a party where they like got a tattoo artist that tattoos small tattoos. You don't get free tattoos just to have a free tattoo. You're stupid. It's gonna get either infected, gonna be blurred, or anything. I have friends that have gotten tattoos at tattoo conventions. Have tattoos that got tattoos at an anime convention where they had for the content creators tattoo artists there. I have people that went to other events and had tattoos there from tattooers. I have not one single time in my whole entire life seen a good tattoo come out of that, because it's a dirty environment. It's not a clean environment. The tattoo artists don't get paid for your work in specific, so they just want to be done fast. They're gonna blur you. They're gonna cut your skin. They're just gonna do a shitty job. Don't do it. Don't care. Is Dante's Italian? Yeah, half. The one girl that was friends with the girl that I think won the tattoo show and I faded in less than 2 years. No, I'm telling you, it's the stupidest shit ever. Okay, guys. Let me see. I'm actually thinking... Ooh, sexy lady on my main For You page. Shish! Okay, guys, I'm actually gonna go offline because... Duns has some friends over and I don't want to be disrespectful just sitting here and streaming like a freak bastard. So we're gonna see each other again tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna do a long stream. What's tomorrow's stream? Tomorrow we're gonna tattoo me, guys. Yippee! I'm not quite sure what we're gonna tattoo yet. We're gonna maybe do the side of my leg or something like that, but we're gonna tattoo like something bigger. So that's gonna be something because I've seen like some nice like lines that I liked a lot. So maybe that, or we do some like red cyber sigillism on my legs. So maybe that. I wanted to look into like a tummy tattoo, but I don't think that that's realistically. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to design something today for it. So thank you guys so much for today. Thank you for all the subbies, all the follows. The time is gonna probably be a bit earlier than usually, so just go !Discord. I will write in there when we're gonna do it. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Have a nice night, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow, you freak bastards. Love you.